Today we'll be making a printing plate out of some scratch foam. It's a really cool material that's very easy to carve into. It's just like drawing on a regular piece of paper. First, you'll check out all the cool inspiration pictures. You can decide if you want to make your city be from a certain culture, or if you just want to make a big city skyline, maybe even with some fantasy buildings. I'm trying to make my city look like it's from China. I'm looking at the Chinese architecture and following one line at the time, trying to add in really small details. The more details you add, the better your project will look. A pencil is going to work for most of the lines in your project, but if you need to carve some smaller lines, you'll have to find something with a smaller point. You could sharpen your pencil or use a push pin or a paper clip. You might be able to cut out the roof line from your buildings when you finish. If you don't get to that step today, that's okay, but it will be a final step. In art, it's always important to write your name on the back of your paper. You're not going to write it with a pencil today because it would carve through and leave an indentation on the other side. So make sure to use a Sharpie to write your name and your teacher's name. Evan's using a book about Greek architecture to help him carve his printing plate. Instead of making a city, he's just focusing on one building. I really like how Evan chose to use a push pin to add the small lines in the columns.
No mercy.
Your printing plate must go from one side of the paper to the other. I think Jackson had a really awesome idea to use the stencils to make stars in his sky. If you'd like to use stencils or rulers to help you make nice straight lines, then that's a great idea. When you're finished with everything today, your last step will be to paper clip any of your materials together and put them on the stack on the front middle table.